Hello student, this is Ranjana Tiwari. Today we discuss about crop production and management. It is a very important chapter of class 8th because in this chapter we tells you about different types of crops, about how the crops are grown, everything that we need to know about the agriculture practices and tells about the animal husbandry. So, first of all, we will know what is crops. When the same kind of plants are grown in the field on a large scale to obtain foods like cereals, pulses, vegetables, and fruits, etc., is called a crop. A crop is also called fasal in Hindi. Let's begin learning about the types of crops. Based on the season, there are two major type of crops. First is kharif crops and second is rabi crops. Kharif crops, the crops which are sown in the rainy seasons are called kharif crops. The sowing for kharif crops start in June and the kharif crop are harvested at the end of monsoon season during September or October. The kharif crop also called summer crops. Some example of kharif crops are paddy, maize, millet, soybean, groundnut and cotton. And second is rabi crops. Rabi crops grown in the winter seasons are called rabi crops. The time period of rabi crop is generally from October to March. The sowing for rabi crops begins at the beginning of winter, October to November, and the crop are harvested by March or April. Some of the example of rabi crops: wheat, gram, peas, mustard, and linseed. A very important that tells you the types of crops, that is kharif crops and rabi crops, based on the season of sowing and harvesting. So to remember all the example of rabi crops and kharif crops. Even if you remember for 5 crops, it is enough. In kharif crops, we have got paddy, maize, millet, soybean, groundnut and cotton. And whereas rabi crops, we have got wheat, gram, peas, mustard and linseed. Along with that, this is the entire process of crop production and management. These are the steps that given line by line and how crop production and management is done. Step first is the preparation of soil. We can see the picture during preparation of soil. The soil is prepared for sowing the seed of the crop by ploughing, leveling, manuring. Here in this picture, ploughing the field with the help of bullock. The process of loosening and turning the soil is called ploughing. And here the next picture during the preparation of soil, ploughing the field by using tractor. The loosening of soil by ploughing is beneficial because of many reasons. The loose soil allows the plant's roots to penetrate freely and deeper into the soil so that the plants are held more firmly to the ground. And the loose soil allows the root of plant to breathe easily. This is because loose soil can hold a lot of air in its space. Second, sowing. Sowing of the seeds, here also there are different methods how the seeds are sown, that can be just scattered, that it is very traditional and age old method. Other than that, we have got some machine which sown the seed at the regular interval of the distance so that the seed sown properly. It get enough moisture and nutrients and sunlight from the soil and the environment. So this is the second method. Third method, adding manure and fertilizer. First of all, we will know what is manure. A manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of animal wastes like cow dung, human wastes, and the plant residue, which supply essential element and humus to the soil and makes it more fertile. After that, we will know what is fertilizer. Fertilizer is a salt or an organic compound. Adding manure and fertilizer, which are very important for the growth of plant, different minerals like magnesium, nitrogen, potassium, urea, everything is required great quantity by the plant is a good grown and yield. Adding manure and fertilizer is a third step. The fourth step come on irrigation. By irrigation, I mean that the supply of water. Irrigation can be done into two types, that is, first is traditional method and second is modern method. Irrigation method can be done into two types. First is traditional method of irrigation and second is modern method of irrigation. Traditional method of irrigation, the various traditional methods of irrigation are mode. First is mode system, second is chain pump system, third is Dhekli system, and fourth is Rahat system. First of all, we will discuss the mode system. In this picture, we can see the mode system. In the mode system of irrigation, water is drawn out from a well by using a big container tied to a long rope which move over a pulley fixed at one edge of the well. The rope tied to container is usually pulled by an animal such as bullock. In this picture, we can see the chain pump system. Chain pump is an arrangement to lift water from a source of water like a stream, pond or lake so as to provide irrigation in the fields. A chain pump consists of two large wheels, one fixed at the lower level of water source and other fixed at the higher level above the fields. The two wheels are connected by a chain passing over them. On the chain are hung small buckets. Below the bottom wheel is the source of water, from which the water is to be lifted up the fields. Third is Dhekli system. In this picture, we can see the Dhekli system. Dhekli is an arrangement to lift water from the shallow well by using the principle of simple lever. Fourth is Rahat system. In this picture, we can see the Rahat system. In the Rahat system of irrigation, water is drawn out from a well. In this method, there is a large wheel fixed on an axle above the mouth of well. A long belt with many small metal pods is put over the circumference. A big wheel which can move over the wheel. It is tubal. In this time, this method used commonly. The human labor or cattle are used to lift water in the traditional method of irrigation. So, the traditional method of irrigation are cheaper but less efficient. The traditional method of irrigation are not used much these days. These days, pumps are commonly used for lifting water. Second, modern method of irrigation. The modern method of irrigation help us to use water economically. The two main modern method of irrigation are sprinkler system and drip system. In the sprinkler system, we can see in this picture a sprinkler system of irrigation. In the sprinkler system of irrigation, a main pipeline is laid in the fields. Perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles at the top are joined to the main pipeline at regular intervals. The sprinkler system of irrigation is more useful for the uneven land where sufficient water is not available. The sprinkler system is also very useful for sandy soil. In this picture, we can see the drip irrigation system. In the drip irrigation system, there is a network of narrow pipe with small holes in the fields. When water flows through the narrow pipes, it falls drop by drop at the position of root of the plants. Drip irrigation system has many advantages. First is drip system provide water to plant drop by drop, so water is not wasted at all. Second, drip system minimize the use of water in agriculture. So drip system of irrigation is very useful in those regions where the availability of water is poor.